I bought a DJI Phantom 4 Pro Plus Deluxe set a while back. I had owned a really cheapy drone and it just didn't work so right, so I was like, I'm gonna get the highest end drone available right now. So I bought this like combo pack where it came not only with the DJI Phantom Pro Plus 4, but it also came with batteries, as you just saw. It came with like cleaners and extra blades. I don't know if the extra blades come with the Phantom 4 Pro Plus automatically anyway. Came with an extra chip SD card for it, and it's kind of important to have more than one SD card because you put one in the drone and then one seems to go into the controller. It came with this little carrying case. It's like a backpack that you stick the styrofoam container in that holds the drone, and you can put it in that backpack and carry it around. I later on got a high-end case for the drone, but for a while the styrofoam thing works just fine, and I never really used the backpack only because I didn't travel enough with it. But there's the Phantom 4 box. Here's the intelligent flight battery. These batteries are incredible. I get I guess 20 to 30 minutes of flight time, and I have 3 of them now. I'm making another video about that probably. And then this was the charger. I can't remember if the charger came with the kit or if I bought it separately. I think it might have came with the whole kit. I believe the DJI Phantom 4 comes with one battery by itself, and then the kit came with an additional battery. Later on, I bought another battery. This is the charging hub. You'll need some way to charge it. I think you might be able to charge the battery while it's in the drone, but that's just not realistic. If you buy this and you don't get a charger, you're gonna need to get something. So I got this one. It was fairly priced. The batteries are a little bit expensive, but they are pretty advanced batteries. Very impressive flight time. I was really impressed with the packaging. It had that Apple kind of look to it. It was simplistic yet advanced. The packaging did everything it needed to do. This is that styrofoam carrying case, and to be honest, this thing is just fine compared to the expensive one that I bought. It's just that you can't fit 3 batteries in this. I think you could fit 2. But the nice part about it is that it's so light, and the carrying case I have now is really heavy, but the carrying case I have now has rollers and whatnot, so that's fine. But it was really convenient because the drone is light, because it needs to be light in order for flight. Everything fits in it. It's just that it was nice when it was so light inside the styrofoam thing. I think if I could go back, I'd probably just stick with the styrofoam. But when you have this and you always see that advanced case advertised, if you're like me, you just want it because it's the advanced case, so I had to buy it. So I have that case, and then again, here's the charger. It has like this proprietary connector to it, so I don't like that too much. But I guess you have to because you're charging potentially 3 batteries at once, and I don't think a USB adapter kind of thing would be powerful enough to do it. So, that's what the charger looks like, and there's the connector piece. Goes in there and charges up the batteries. It does some kind of like weird way to charge. Anyways, taking the batteries out of the machine. Oh, what happened there? I'll tell you this. It's so satisfying pushing that green button and watching these little blink things happen. It seems like the most simplest thing, but I love doing it. I also love putting the battery into the drone. I love these batteries. Like, it's fun to just own the batteries all together. It's nice that there's an indicator light that shows you how much flight time is left on it. And here's what they look like when you plug them in. They charge up, they blink. So you probably don't want to have these in your bedroom charging because it'll just be blinking all night. And they seem to take turns. It's like it charges one and then it charges the other. And then they charge at the same time for a period of time, and then it just takes turns. I'm not really sure how this thing is actually charging, but it's fun to watch. And I like the charger. I like the indicator lights. Everything about it's pretty dang cool. Let's just take a moment and appreciate those lights go. Look at them. Look at those lights. Blinkety blink. So here's the controller. This thing is quite a piece of machinery, engineering. Look at all those buttons, little knobbies, buttons on the side, antennas, HDMI ports, USB ports, SD card ports, micro USB ports, record buttons. It's like a joystick for a video game. What else do we have? It's got rubbery things on it. And what makes the DJI Phantom Pro Plus, the plus part, is that the screen is built onto the controller. Now, I'll tell you this about that. I did it because well, first off, there's the ports again. But I got the Plus because I wanted the screen built on because I didn't want any disconnectivity occurring with an iPad or a mobile device putting it on there. But at this point, I kind of would like to have a bigger screen. But if I had a bigger screen, the controller would be pretty heavy and cumbersome. The size that the screen is optimum for the weight, because if you're holding it for a while, especially like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a flight, you don't want it to be too weighed down. It's the perfect weight, but like I said, the size, it could be a lot bigger, and it would be nice to have it bigger, because a lot of times you can't see the detail that you see once you get home. When you look at your footage, you're like, oh my goodness, I wish I could have seen it as well. Now the screen is bright, so it's bright enough to use outdoors. It's just that it'd be nicer to have it bigger, and I'm guessing the ones without the screen, you can basically connect it to anything, like a TV set if you wanted to bring one out there. I don't know if this one will wirelessly transmit to another screen, but it's good enough, and it does the job. It's just it's really nice when you take your chip out and put it onto a big screen TV set and just be amazed through the quality of the picture. Now this is the setup process, and I'll just kind of cycle through this real quick. You enter your Wi-Fi key. One of the things that I also kind of drives me nuts all the time is that sometimes you're out in the field and you're trying to use it, and it wants to do all sorts of like updates, but you don't have any cellular connection because it's just a Wi-Fi only thing. So you can't really update on the fly while you're outside. I think you could pair it to like a wireless hotspot, but it's like you kind of want to just get up and get out there and start shooting. With a lot of technology nowadays, I wonder how the average person sets stuff up. I'm in IT. I'm a troubleshooter, problem solver. It's what I do for a job, living. So trying to figure this stuff out is kind of fun to me, but a lot of the steps along this way, just figuring out how the drone turned on, how the controller turned on, how a lot of this stuff works was kind of confusing at first. I was like, I didn't, it was intuitive. There was explanations all along the way, but I could see how a person would get confused and lost as to what to do, and then all the different steps of setting up a device. It's not just this, setting up media devices like the Apple TV or the Amazon Fire, or even aspects of mobile devices. I'm amazed that people are able to use it. All right, so the deal was I had plus in the name of the drone. If you put plus in the name of the drone, you're not going to be able to activate. Unbelievable. I kind of knew putting the plus sign was a bad idea. I almost wanted to see if it would fail, and it did.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Alright, so I've spent over $2,000 on the DJI Phantom Pro Kit Plus. It was worth every penny. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. It's incredible that they actually allow citizens to own this type of equipment to get these aerial shots. I'll put a link in the description to my DJI Phantom Pro video page where I post videos I captured. I'm not that great of a photographer. It's so much fun using this. Your friends will be impressed. It's incredible. It's an exciting thing. If you're going to do it, I recommend getting something like the Pro 4 Plus. To see if it's for you, you might get the Phantom 3 Pro just to see if you could hang with it, because this is a big investment and you're going to have to devote some time to this. It's not, if you have drone background and experience, then it may not be so bad, but if this is your first purchase, maybe get the Pro 3. But the thing is, the camera is not as good on the Pro 3. This Pro 4 Plus, the camera it's mind-blowing. So I'm thoroughly happy with it and I've paid it off at this point. I'd buy it again. I'd buy it again because I needed this experience in my life. I needed to know what this was like, and now I do, and I'm able to photograph things that I never thought I'd ever be able to see. It's like being like a bird. Anyway, I put links in the description below to purchase what I purchased, as well as the channel that I post my Phantom videos on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.